Hello and welcome to the Qualified.One podcast number 19. And today we're talking about a journey into continuous integration and testing. A constant challenge for the quality assurance specialist is to remove the notion that testing is a financial drain and time bottleneck that is a threat to product delivery. My counterargument has always been that post-release bug fixes from poorly or even untested software are more expensive and also reputation damaging. Properly planned and executed testing processes do not cause delays or excess costs. This post and podcast describes the continuous integration and continuous testing practice adopted by the Unleashed Technologies team. Adjustments, of course, will have to be made as the realities of providing software to our clients dictate. But for now, our team is opting to develop and test in parallel while staying on time and on budget. So let's talk about priorities and risks. Instead of the usual practice of coding a list of features for every sprint, a prioritized list of key features is recorded in a testme.md file. This simple list of key features may be accompanied by a few essential user stories and focuses both the developer and tester on the simultaneous coding and test creation for each feature by importance as they descend in rank. The following is an example of a key features list. First, ABC Company is a multi-site, multi-region, and multi-language Drupal 8 project. Key features. First, to find your representative form. And as an anonymous user, I should be able to find my ABC representative. Second is document library. As an anonymous user, I should be able to search for documents. Now, drawing library. I should be able to search for drawings. I would like to highlight that this approach is for both new and existing projects. Job of the quality assurance specialist is in this phase is to concentrate on writing the project's test strategy, the spring test plan, usually no more than 2 pages in length, and functional test cases. After organizing and prioritizing a list of features for development in the testme.md file, the next step is to begin writing just one of two draft beta tests based on the testme.md. These provide incentives to take subsequent steps toward configurations which allow the tests to be run or debugged. Attention must be taken in the test suite configurations to verify that the tests in fact run. Now, about the behavior-driven test automation with Behat. These are draft tests that will probably fail at first. The point of behavior-driven testing is to facilitate communication between the project and clients by the careful observation of the results produced by the steps created in the Gherkin language. In essence, this is test-driven development since tests or draft tests were defined as early as possible in the development process. Draft tests, e.g., work in progress tests tagged with the WIP, help define initial business logic described by the project stakeholder. As the project matures, draft tests are refined if necessary, eventually becoming fully executable tests. The fully executable tests confirm the project meets or exceeds stakeholder described business requirements. Now, unit and integration tests. The advantages of unit testing are many, but among these are improvements in the quality of the code by finding bugs early, providing documentation of the code details, and helping create a debugging process. Depending on the project, the developer now proceeds to the API after the execution of the unit and integration tests. API tests are done by using tools such as Postman or SoapUI. Next, functional testing. The QA specialist by this point has had the time and opportunity to review the creative briefs, requirements, design documents, as well as the test.me.md prioritized list. The sprint has also been planned and features for development and testing have been defined, thus giving the QA specialist time to create tests for the sprint and subject them to informal review to get more ideas on test priorities and general tips and how and what to test in particular. It can now be seen that development and testing are done in parallel and work for the mutual benefit of each. End-to-end tests are also created, reviewed, and executed to test how well the newly developed features work with other features. The test results are collected and made available to everyone in the project and also to the client. An important point in testing is a transparency, and value is added to the project when weak points and unstable areas have been found and fixed. The purpose of the test results is to show initial unstable areas that have been fixed, what kind of issues were found, and how the fixes show that the issues no longer exist in the applications under test. Now, the regression test suite. Once it's confirmed that the functional tests have passed, a regression set is created and automated with either the behead tests mentioned above or via a suite of tests created in code deception. Experience has shown that software features that have previously passed and functioned reliably in production can fail after the inclusion of new software features. It is at this point in which all tasks can be executed in the pipeline, in GitLab in our case. Now, to summarize about the improvements in quality. Test results, statistics aside, the best measure of improved software quality are happy clients, whose sites need little or more preferably no post-release bug fixes. Both areas of DevOps, continuous integration, and QA continuous testing have been achieved. Developers have coded the software, while in parallel QA has both verified and validated it to clients' satisfaction. This was the podcast from the Anastasios Daskopoulos from the Unleashed Technologies for the Qualified.One.